muted! This happens every time! This happens every time! Alright, well, let me redo my little opening there. Hello everyone! Welcome back. It's good to see you all again. So, I mean, there's not really much to say going into this one. Can I just say that I haven't had this problem until I came to the city. But whenever winter comes, I just, like, whenever you pour yourself a glass of water, it comes out white at first, and then it turns clear. Also, it has a bit of a film on the top of it. Just a second. I'm gonna go get myself some more water, because this stuff, it's probably fine. I don't trust it. Okay, I'm back. Weird, it seems to only be happening with my kitchen sink, too. Maybe I should call my landlord and ask them to check that out. Anyways, hello Infa, hello Life, hello Logan. Welcome to the stream. So, last time, our intrepid heroes finally got their hands on an IBM 5100. And they used it, well, they haven't used it yet, but Daru managed to find the server admin, so his, like, credentials. That's what I was gonna say. I was about to say confidential. That's a different words. I'm sorry. I have no brain today. I did not sleep well last night. But yeah, so Daru found a whole bunch of confidential files, and we have discovered... Hi, Fire! Welcome! We have discovered that they sent a dude back in time to the 20s, and they turned him to goo, and he got stuck in a wall. And, until further notice, I am now calling the Large Hadron Collider the Gooinator. Anyways, let's play Steins Gate. Alright, I need to actually bring up the game. Why do I never do this? Why do I still have work files up? Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't even log into Steam. Rookie mistakes. I'm making rookie mistakes. Ready for more of your not-so-neighborhood, friendly neighborhood Rintaro? Absolutely. Alright. Checking system data. Okay. Please. Okay, it's showing. Awesome. Here we go. Go, go, go. Gotta turn it down a bit too. There we go. Alright. Oh no, I did it again! I did it again! I did it again! I started a new game! No! Why am I like this? I get so excited to get back into this fucking game that I just forget which buttons I'm supposed to hit. There we go. We're now on Chapter 3. Butterfly Effects Divergence. I forgot to turn off my fan too, son of a bitch. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Butterfly Effects Divergence. Let's see what's going on. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. Should we make a running gag out of this? Rintaro from now on is just Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3. It is somewhat fitting. It's been a long time since I've seen Spider-Man 3 though, so I probably won't be able to join in. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent, but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. Ha! That's the name of the fucking stream! This is... You know how I was like, oh, every time Rintaro says Steins Gate, take a shot. He just said the name of the stream itself. So, take 2 shots. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked. Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper. Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only 1 banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified banana is produced by the phone wave, and the jellified corpse is produced by CERN's experiments. Did I spell CERN right today? Wait a minute. No, wait, I didn't even... Okay, I was gonna do a different version of it that was, like... or at least of the announcement tweet. That was basically just the description of this stream, but then I'm like, nah, let's do something a little different. And I was so scared that I had spelt CERN like the real-life organization. I feel like that would get me put on a watch list. They seem identical in nature. Kurisu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kurisu's words. Kurisu points to part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. Jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. Oh, we can see that somehow, right? Was it Alt? Was it Control? Let me, F1. F1. Hide text. That's Control. Okay. Backspace. No! 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 That said it was... What? Oh, it was Shift! Fuck! Let me go back. Let me fucking go back. Alright. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's infused onto the jellified body, but she can somehow manage to read it. Ha! I'm not falling for that. Oh, I've been good today. My appointment went really well, so... And plus, I've heard about possibly when I'm going back to work, which unfortunately means that I'll only really be able to keep up these, like, 3-time-a-week streams for... maybe like 5 weeks at most. Including this week. Unless, I mean, it depends when Christmas is. I haven't even taken account of that. I might not be able to do the week of Christmas either, so we might only have like 3 or 4 weeks left of, I mean, that's if everything goes according to plan. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Then so I don't have to make another appointment to get my eyes checked on. Ah. Anyways.
SERN は LHC を使ったタイムトラベル実験で人間を1921年へと送り込んだ。
生きたままというのは失敗したみたいだけどね。
ゼリーマンズレポートはこれだけか。
Stream full of scuff. It is an ENVTuber stream. That's how it is.
いや、まだ結構ある。全部で14人分かな。
14 is my favorite number, but not in this context.
もしゼリーマンという ゲル化した人間を意味するな。その数だけ人体実験の犠牲者がいる。
I swallow hard. Oh, wait, he was still talking. Okay. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. Take a cold Dr. Pee out of the fridge and wet my throat. Drink some water, maybe? I don't know if drinking caffeine, cause like Dr. Pepper is caffeine. So maybe that's not the best thing to drink when you're stressed out. Funnily enough, I had an exam in a couple hours, so wish me luck on that. Good luck! I hope you do very well.
他のも見せてくれ。
Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kurisu begins translating out loud. Jellyman's Report 9.
被験者ダン・ストレイスキー26歳出身カナダ
Yo! He's like me!
Z プログラム4実験日2004年9月6日14時10分
Okay, so
実験
2004.
結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ
I don't think I can stay more than 1.5 hours. That's fine. Your exam takes priority over this. You can just you can watch the VOD after your exam is done. Have yourself a nice little meal, watch the VOD. Sounds like a good way to celebrate to me. I am not at all biased. Don't worry about that. I am not biased. Watch my stream VODs.
新聞記事の切り抜きの方はこれフランス語ね私も読めない
I mean, cadavre is French for corpse, so... And yeah, there was a tree through its stomach. I mean, I can kind of read, but considering the word salad, that was the English. Okay, so basically it's saying that they found the jellified corpse, it had a tree through it, and the police weren't able to identify the corpse, which matches up with the last one.
2001年の1月31日というのは読み取れる。
2001, so that's 3 years before. I really need to just have a PNG of like, you know the meme of like the hand holding a gun to the screen? I just need that PNG, but I think another VTuber that I was watching actually did that and I would feel a little bad about copying them. 2001, that's fairly recent. Pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped to nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daughter calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse discovered in the forest outside of Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified. Daughter goes to the next report.
ゼリーマンズレポート8
Main's discovery of the jellifying woman. What? Oh, it was run over a car. And, oh, it appeared in India. Interesting. Ah, not too much. We're reading about a bunch of dead people.
被験者リンダ・ヒル25歳出身イギリス Z プログラム4実験日2004年2月15日
I
13
think the
時
game is still
40
a little too loud. There we go. Too loud for me, I should say.
エラー
Human is dead.
ミスマッチ
Mismatch.
1972年10月2日インドタミ
Okay.
ルナードゥー州のダルマプリの路上で
So that was
ゼリー
about
状に
30
な
years
った女
before.
性の遺体発見遺体は放置された後で車にひかれた跡があり下半身は損壊していた
Damn. Imagine having to clean that off your car. I'd die. Daru goes to the next page.
ゼリーマンズレポート7被験者ミハイル・ラング33歳出身ドイツ Z プログラム4実験日2002年10月8日13時28
2002. Do these dates mean anything? So that's 2002, 2004. They're also kind of like out of order, so you would think... Oh wait, no, that's 9. Okay. 9, and then... Let me see. 8. So we're going backwards. Okay.
実験結果エラー。Human is dead. ミスマッチ。
Do you want to play that horror card game that Val played on stream? I kind of do. I mean, I'll probably wait a bit because I don't want to do it like right after she plays it. But I really do like that. That's why I left the stream early, because I was like, yeah, this is interesting. I want to see if I can play it myself. I think I might have it on Itch.io. I don't remember. It might not have released back then, though, because I think that Inscription was a 2021 release. Anyways, have you seen the animated movie Road to El Dorado? I have, but only when I was a kid. I think it's very good. And kind of wish that DreamWorks had done more stuff in the like 2D animated style. That was a DreamWorks movie, right? Or was that Disney? Who made... I could have sworn... Yeah, that's DreamWorks. Okay. I was questioning my own memory there. But yeah, I kind of wish that DreamWorks had done a little bit more with 2D animation, because like Road to El Dorado, Prince of Egypt, and Spirit are all like really good movies. Wait, Spirit was... I need to... Okay, that is DreamWorks. That's the one downside to them doing 2D animation, is that I confuse them with like Disney. Even though they do have like pretty different styles. But yeah, it's like all 3 of those movies are really good. But after the success of Shrek, I guess they were like, yeah, 3D is the future. Which they weren't wrong, but it is kind of sad to see 2D fall to the wayside. You can always play the other horror card game, that being Uno. I don't have it! I have the oldest Xbox known to man! The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hiei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. Ew. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. They probably covered it up. I don't understand how the studio that made the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, Kung Fu Panda, The Road to El Dorado, and then they make the B-movie, Shark Tale, and Boss Baby. That's the beauty of DreamWorks, baby. Also, you forgot, Megamind. That's my personal favorite DreamWorks movie. Like, okay, I know that, like, technically and, like, storytellingly speaking, there are better DreamWorks movies. The Prince of Egypt is, like, undeniably, like, a great piece of art that DreamWorks has made, and very few of their other things, aside from, like, How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda, could be, like, and I guess Shrek to some extent, because, like, Shrek wasn't always just a fucking joke. Watch Schaefer Ellis Productions if you want to learn more. God damn it. At this point, just, like, I should have something like a swear jar, except it's every time that I reference, like, a YouTuber or a streamer that I like, I have to put, like, money in there. Because, Jesus Christ, it happens at least once a stream. Germa doesn't count, though. We went over this last time. Also, we're not starting the Germa shit again. I'm just mentioning it to say that if I make a Germa joke in the future, or just a joke about Germa, because I'll be honest, I don't actually watch Germa. I just think he's funny, sus guy. DreamWorks is like that guy in class that can easily be top of the class, but he just settles for mediocrity. Exactly! It's like if DreamWorks wasn't as money hungry as it was, I feel like we would have gotten, like, a lot more out of that studio before it eventually just fucking died. Also, weren't they working on something before they died? And it was gonna be, like, really good, and then it just didn't happen? I think I heard about that, but I don't know. All right, let's keep reading. Jesus, I need to stay focused. It was pre-war though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Fucking millennial. Or wait, depends when in the 90s. Wait a minute, how old is... So it's 2011, and he's at least 18. Yeah, no, he's a millennial. Take my DreamWorks Enjoyer card because I forgot about the art that is Megamind. You can keep it, no worries. Like, there are worse things to, like, not remember with DreamWorks. Oh yeah, Megamind is a really good movie. It's not, like... It's not bad by any means. Honestly, I would say it's, like... It's probably one of my favorite superhero movies in general, which I feel like should take away my superhero movie enjoyer card, if that exists. Yeah, no, I'm not... I could, but I'm getting distracted enough just talking to chat. I feel like I should play the game and not look at stuff on Google too much this stream. Maybe after the stream, though. Next page. The picture shows a beach. Beautiful, but for the jellyfish-like body lying in the sand. He must have washed ashore.
ゼリーマンズレポート6被験者マーク・ヒューズ30歳出身アメリカ Z プログラム4実験日2002年8月23日12時52分
Seems that the infinite compression by the supergravity and the significant point street in the Care black hole were not able to be endured.
実験結果エラー
Human is dead.
ミスマッチ
Your superhero show is Cory in the house. Yeah, it's my favorite anime, dude.
フェロー諸島ストレイモイ島の海岸に奇妙な物体が流れ着いた
Faroe Islands. I don't know where that is.
成人男性のようにも見えるがクラゲのようなブヨブヨの物体であり生きてはいない島の住人たちの間では半魚人の死骸ではないかという噂も肩と見られる場所にはセルンという刻印があったがセルンは関与を否定している
Wait. Oh wait, no. Okay, I was about to say, like, wait, weren't they, like, not doing stuff until, like, the 2000s? No, it was established last stream that they were founded in the 50s, so they are definitely around by now.
まだ見る。
もう十分だ。
There are 14 of these people?
現場所が世界中に散らばっているこの結果からどんな解が導き出
I knew
せる
Superman man had long hair, and I think he pulled it off. Neat!
その場所へ送り込もうとしたのだろう。
そうは思えない無計画すぎる
カーブラックホールが得意点をどうたらってあったけどそれが原因じゃ
超重力による無限圧縮およびカーブラックホール内の得意点通過に耐えられなかったと思われるそう書いてあった。
カーブラックホールって普通のブラックホールとなんか違う
Is this your first time seeing Daru?
理論上存在を予言されているブラックホールよ中心の得意点が回転しているという特徴がある実在することはまだ証明されていないし証明しようもないけど
I feel like just the fact that CERN is talking about it is enough proof that they exist now. Care black hole. Where have I heard that term before?
そうか。ジョン・タイター。
Ooh! Titer said that his time machine used Care black holes. How's he... with his mouth! He has a mouth!
2034年にセルンによってタイムマシン開発は成功したと。そしてタイター自身は2036年からやってきたと。
Makes sense for Titer and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Kurisu closes her eyes in deep thought.
カーブラックホールを作るなんてそんなのむちゃくちゃよ下手したら地球ごと飲み込まれかねないような行為よそもそもカーブラックホールは仮説であって
タイターの予言は現実であり
MewTube.
ミューツに出ていた LHC 実験における最悪の予想図もほぼ事実になりつつあるということだ。
I'm a MewTube streamer, guys! MewTube is YouTube, but the only creators allowed on it are cat girls and cat boys. Or just cat people in general. Age-old question, Marvel or DC? I haven't seen enough content. Like, I've watched Marvel movies, and I've watched some DC movies, and I think the Marvel movies are better, but I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. But then again, like, I consider superhero movies, like, outside of, like, a select few, those being Megamind and Spider-Verse, most of them are just, like, they're kind of like the junk food of movies, you know? Where it's like, I'm not going into them for some, like, complex story with, like, super detailed, fleshed out characters. I'm just, or, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of going into them because it's dumb fun, and I want to eat movie theater popcorn and then play Dance Dance Revolution in the arcade, if there is an arcade in the theater that I'm at. Because some of them do. Not all of them. I don't even know how those arcades work anymore. I haven't been to one in, like, God, it must be like 5 years now. Or at least I haven't played the arcade games in one in like 5 years, so I don't know if they even still have, like, Dance Dance, but... Anyway. I really have no, answer. I think Marvel, just because I do like Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is cool. But...
タイターの予言は知らんけど、ミューツベで問題の動画見たことある。2、3年前に話題になってたよな。
Oh? A CG mock-up of an LHC-generated mini black hole swallowing the Earth went viral when it was uploaded to MewTube.
ブラックホール内部は尋常じゃない重力なの。そこを通れば確かに時間移動は可能かもしれないけど、生身の人間が通り抜けられるわけがない。
So that's why they're jellified.
だからこそゼリーマン化しているというべきだろう。
Yeah. I mean, there is an actual phenomenon that happens whenever a human being, or when anything, or I think it's specific. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need to speak slower so I don't stumble on my words. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it's a hypothetical or like a theoretical concept, or if it's something that, like, has been proven to happen. But if a human gets sucked into a black hole, they go through something called spaghettification. That's not a joke, that's the actual name. Where their body just begins stretching out indefinitely for what feels like an eternity. Because apparently, like, the closer you get to a black hole, the longer time is, essentially. So it's like 1 second would feel like a year. Which is horrifying. Comics are where it's at if you like character developments and intriguing stories. Interesting. As mentioned before, I'm not really too big on comics. I mean, yeah. Although maybe, like, some part of the tech is, like, because they mentioned before that it's, like, turning their cells to, like, fractals, essentially. So, maybe, like, something to do with the tech of the machine, because I'm assuming that they're not just sending people into a black hole. I'm assuming SERN has a little bit more, like, they have more of a plan than that. I mean, but then again, like, after the people got to the past, even if they did live, what the fuck then? Like, you got someone from 2004 showing up in the 20s. How's that gonna fucking work? They can't go back. The fucking Large Hadron Collider won't be made for another 90 years. They'll never get to see their family again. So, either way, like, CERN's doing a fucked up thing here. They either, like, just die a horrible death, or they're forced into essentially a different society with no way of getting back to their old one. They never get to see their friends and family again. They never get to see anywhere that they grew up again. They never get to see, like, they basically, like, their home is destroyed. So, like, and that's the best case scenario. Damn.
議論するよりタイムマシンについての資料を漁った方が早いんじゃね？
Daru's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? When was it ever okay to hack a fucking government facility? I mean, they are kind of a government facility, aren't they? They're definitely like a scientific... They're a very important scientific research facility. It's a little late to start having doubts, Rintaro. Should I stop him? Big believer in the phrase quality over quantity. Over quantity, I think is what she meant. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, DC, I think DC is better because I think the Marvel movies are starting to blur together. Like Christ Alive, give us a break, whereas DC is taking their time with their films, not just cranking them out. Yeah, and it's like, it's not like all the DC movies were trash. I really enjoyed the first Wonder Woman. I really enjoyed Shazam. I don't remember much of Aquaman because I literally watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse like 2 days later, and it completely overwrote all of my memories of Aquaman. I am not kidding. I remember there being a tsunami at one point in Aquaman, and they ran over a roof. That's all I remember of Aquaman. Nothing else. I literally have no other memories. Also, I think Jason Momoa had a beard at one point. That's all I remember. Those 3 things. Because Spider-Verse just... I watched that movie and was so blown away that it was like Aquaman didn't even exist. I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside of me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now.
あった。Z プログラムの中にタイムトラベル理論について解説してるファイルがある。
Batman is my favorite hero, so I'm biased, I know. Understandable.
随分あっさり見つかるわね。セルにしては脇が甘すぎる。
I feel like if DC had done more movies like Wonder Woman or Shazam or Aquaman, like right out the gate, they would have had, or the DC Cinematic Universe at least, I think they would have had a much better time of it, because if I remember correctly, I don't remember, like, because I think they had like a few Superman movies like beforehand. I should know these things. My dad's a massive like Superman fan, so I don't know how I don't know these things, but I feel like if they had focused more on establishing individual heroes before going into shit like Batman v Superman, Justice League, that sort of stuff. Like, if each of the members had their own specific movies, each with their own little styles, and then came together, kind of like Avengers, I guess that would have been, like, the comparison. But I feel like DC would not have been, like, as badly received, because I feel like one of the... I mean, there's a lot of problems with things like Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman. Yeah, they weren't great. They weren't great movies by any means, but it's like... As we've seen, like, with Marvel, there have been some, like, you know, not great movies in Marvel, like Thor the Dark World. Or, I hear Age of Ultron has a lot of holes in it. Like, it's still, like, a somewhat enjoyable movie, but it's got problems. I never watched that one. I can't really comment on it. Did watch Thor the Dark World, though, and it sucked. But I feel like if they had given time to establish their characters first, it wouldn't be as, like... They wouldn't be as, like, reviled as they are. Like, they wouldn't have had to, like, redeem themselves. They could have just been known for making good movies right out the bat, but they were like, we have to be MCU right now, not realizing that the MCU took like years upon years to build up. For someone who doesn't watch a lot of superhero movies, somehow I know a lot about superhero movies. Let's continue. Or I don't know a lot, I know enough to talk about it.
ダルは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであり、
スーパーハッカーだっけ？
ハッカ
Stop insulting
それ
Daru!
でクリスティーナ
He's doing God's work right now! This is English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant.
ちょっと読む時間くれない？
Age of Ultron had a big tonal issue because they made the bad guy crack jokes every 5 minutes. That's what I've heard. Like, so I mentioned before, and okay, we're gonna put another... Stop being scared of Daru! Daru is fine! He's cool! Anyways, I'm gonna have to put another dollar in the fucking no referencing other YouTubers jar because Overly Sarcastic Productions, Trope Talks, love those fucking videos. Love all of Overly Sarcastic Productions, but the Trope Talks in particular are... That's a chef kiss right there. That's me going... That probably sounds horrible over microphone. Why did I do that? Anyways, I think it's the plot twist episode. Red actually discusses why or no, I think it's the character, wait, no. No, it is the plot twist episode because, she basically uses a certain character's death from Age of Ultron to highlight how to do an awful plot twist. It's a great video. You guys should watch it. I highly recommend Overly Sarcastic Productions, especially the Trope Talks. Love the Trope Talks. Okay. Let's continue. Kurisu's eyes dart left and right across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's as curious as I am.
本当にタイタって何者なのよ？
何をブツブツ言っている？何が書かれているのか教えてくれ。
So Titor was right? Oh my god, I just realized something. Can we look at channel? No. Okay. So, when we were looking at the @channel articles, or like at the @channel posts, everyone was anonymous except for John Titor, Hoyo and Kyoma, and one other person. She was the one other person! Like, they wouldn't have included just one other character with a username and then, just make that not something that matters. She was the other person! 'Cause, like, fucking Okabe even mentioned before that, like, he thought that she might be an @channeler. And now she knows of John Titor, and, like, how he said that his time machine worked. That's awesome.
なんかはめられたような気がしてならない。
どういう意味だ？
ほぼ一緒なのよ。ジョン・タイターが語った理論の内容と。
An awful plot twist can just be V3's entire ending if you're on that side of the fence. Damn, V3's ending, Jesus Christ. I'm still not sure how to feel about it. It's like, on one hand, I respect what they were going for. On the other hand, I feel like Kodaka did it specifically to piss people off. I'm just pissed my favorite character died at the last fucking second anyways. In fact, while Ultron, he actually tried to kill himself when he read the phrase, "Thou shalt not kill." He's so murder happy, the thought of not killing drove him to suicide. King shit.
ざっと説明すると。
That's... That is better than any quip they could have made in Age of Ultron. That is so fucking funny.
LHC によって陽子を高速の 99.9999991% まで加速して正面衝突させるの。
Damn.
そうすると10のマイナス24乗キログラムの質量を10のマイナス19乗メートルっていうとても狭い範囲に圧縮して押し込むことができる。
Ooh, that's tiny.
日本語で OK。産業で。
Captain America was a werewolf at
すご
one
く狭い
point.
場所。すごく小さい質量。無理やりねじ込む。
Don't say it like that! No! I know where we're going! That explanation's too
そ
vague.
の説明はエロすぎだろ、上皇。
I'm glad our brains went to the same place. I don't know if that's a good
もう
thing.
エロいのよ。芦田の変態。
I like the power fiction message because it's true, but I can't help but feel like the creators were just taking the piss a little. Yeah.
そういうマキセ氏もなかなかの妄想能力の高さじゃね。
一緒にすんな。
Her blushing cheeks make her denial less than effective.
アホは相手にするなクリスティーナ。続きを。
何の話だったっけ。
無理やりねじ込む話。
Don't say it like that!
陽子の圧縮の話だ。
その圧縮が成功するとミクロ特異点ができるんだけど。
ミクロ特異点？ミニブラックホールじゃなくて？
意味はほとんど同じだ。特異点はいわば
Also in the comics, Iron Man is a recovering alcoholic. Okay, neat.
このミクロ特異点が2つあるブラックホールを作るのよ。
A black hole with two cores? Like a cowlick with two hairs. No, I don't think that's it.
擬人化希望。
はいはい。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんでいいか。
姉妹とか燃えるぜ、はあはあ。
No, stop.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは電子を与えると自由に操れるようになるのよ。
電気ショックで拷問か。それなんてエロゲ？
Short for erotic games with erotic content. So far, like, or, God, I was reading chat and then trying to formulate my thoughts at the same time. I was just thinking of some videos that I watched of, like, this girl, I think it was Sidsnap? Put another dollar in the fucking referencing YouTubers chat! No, stop fucking with things. Okay, I remember watching a bunch of videos that are like, hey, here's an erotic game that I played, and it was fucking horrifying. I don't know why I fell down that rabbit hole, but everything so far that you enjoyed, the characters who were investing in their deaths, their struggles mean nothing because it wasn't true. It felt too much like it was just a dream, so nothing actually happened. I mean, you could say the same thing about Super Danganronpa 2, let's be real. And that's still a good game. Like, I just feel like I was never connected enough to V3's cast. They all felt too much. Like, a lot of them felt more like caricatures than people to me. And maybe it's because I didn't go through their free time events, but it was like, they felt, and I know that it ties into the twist at the end, but they felt more like characters than people. And that made it really hard for me to actually, like, give a damn about them. So I pretty much only ended up liking the ones whose gimmicks I liked, essentially.
操作できるようになった2人を超高速回転させるの。すると理論的にミクちゃんとクロちゃんは2人とも魔法少女リング上特異点に変身する。
変身バンクですね。わかります。
Refers to the transformation sequences in Henshin Hero and Magical Girl anime. Since the stock transformation scenes are used in nearly every episode, their animation is done independently in advance. As a result, the production quality is often higher than that of the rest of the anime. Yeah, because they can just reuse it. So they'll make it, it's sort of like an animated intro, almost. Like, the intro to a TV show is often, like, very well animated, because they're like, yeah, we're only gonna have to do this once. Yeah, all of V3's characters were kind of gimmicky. I would say the only ones that weren't were Shuichi, Kaede, Maki, to an extent, Kaito. That's pretty much it, huh? The other 12 students were kind of just, there. Yeah, it's not that I hate them, it's just, I don't know, it made it really hard for me to get attached to any of them. Oh, Kirumi. Kirumi was also pretty good. Although I did not like the twist with her character. Like, that actually, like, kind of ruined her character for me. But either way. I need to stop talking about other visual novels while I'm playing a different visual novel. Well, looks like these two have found a common wavelength.
これでカーブラックホール効果が生まれることになる。
そもそもカーブラックホールって何ぞ？さっき回転しているって言ってたけど。
そのままの意味。
でもブラックホールって普通回転してんじゃね？穴に向かって渦巻いてるじゃん。
その回転してるように見える部分はブラックホールに吸い込まれつつある周囲の物質でしかない。普通のブラックホールは超質量により重力崩壊を起こした中心点があるだけ。そこに向かってあらゆるものが落ちていってるの。それは点っていうぐらいだから回転はしてない。一方のカーブラックホールはさっき言った通り中心が点じゃなくてリング状なのよ。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは普通の人間ではありえないことに魔法を少女化すると心臓が単
Yeah, it's fine for
回転してるって考えて。
It's fine for a little bit, but I feel like at this point, like, we're an hour into the stream and we haven't even gotten through a single scene. We've been stuck on this scene for like an hour, so I feel like we need to, I need to focus. You guys, if you guys want to talk about whatever, that's fine. I won't be reading it out loud and reacting to it unless it's related to Steins Gate from this point onwards.
グロは勘弁だお。
助手よ、お前はさっきこう言ったな。カーブラックホールは実在したとしても証明しようがないと。
Yep, it has been an hour. No, okay, no, we're just focusing on Steins Gate.
ブラックホールにはイベントホライゾンというものがある。
Yeah, that's as close as you can get to it. Like, I'm not bringing it up because I want to say what I think it is, and then we'll see how wrong I am. That's like the closest point that you can get to the black hole before it becomes, like, impossible to, like, return from it. At least that's what I think it is. Let's see. Also known as the Schwarzschild surface. In a black hole, there exists a point beyond which even light can no longer escape the black hole's immense gravity. Yes, I'm so fucking smart! Yeah! This boundary is called the event horizon, because light and other electromagnetic waves are responsible for conveying information. Nothing that occurs within the event horizon can be observed from the outside. The center of a black hole is black because no light can escape from it. Damn.
この内側に入ると時間と空間の役割が入れ替わってしまうわけで。
時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる。
私たちは今空間を自由に移動できるけど時間を1分過去に戻すことはできない。それが入れ替わるのよ。
Oh, damn.
イベントホライゾンの向こう側だと空間の移動は不可能になり逆に時間を移動
Vesta's in the other room yelling. Vesta? Why are you yelling? What the fuck? Wait, come here. Vesta, come here. What are you doing? I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to learn about fucking black holes, and I hear Vesta in the room going me, meow, meow. Just the saddest meows possible. Why? I'm trying to focus so hard. I can't even imagine what that's like.
移動が不可能だからブラックホールからの再脱出はできないと言える。例えば岡部がブラックホールに突入した場合に体験するのは永遠に引き伸ばされた時間なの。
Yeah.
光が再脱出不可能ということは人の目にはどうやったってイベントホライゾンの向こう側は見ることができない。観測も照明も不可能。ただし例外もある。タイムトラベルにカーブラックホールを使う場合、この例外こそが重要なのよ。
I remember reading some theories about how you can survive the inside of a black hole. If you could, it would be extremely bright because of all the trapped light in it. Yeah, it's like, it's hard to prove anything about black holes though, because it's not like we can test it. Infinity is a long time. It really is.
教えてもらおうか。
カーブラックホールは得意点。中心が回転してるわけだから核運動量が存在する。
だから日本語でオケだって。
中心点が回転してるってさっき説明したでしょ。その回転運動量って思えばいい。ミクちゃんとクロちゃんに電子を与え続けると自由に操ることができるわけだけど、カーブラックホールの特徴は核運動量が質量を上回るとイベントホライゾンがなくなって得意点が裸の状態になること。
Naked singularity. I feel like there's about to be a fucking comment made about the word naked, but alright. A singularity is usually concealed by its event horizon, which renders observation impossible. A naked singularity is a singularity whose event horizon has been removed. It can therefore be observed and even traveled through. The existence of naked singularities is purely theoretical. Okay. Yep, there it is.
魔法少女のコスチュームは露出度高えというわけですな。これアニメ化まだ
Karisu and I ignore Taru's nonsense.
裸になることで観測不可能だったものが観測可能になるわけか。
イベントホライゾンがなくなることで時間と空間の役割が入れ替わる必要はなくなった。裸の得意点に向けてその入れ替わりを回避して突入できるようになる。そして裸の得意点の存在は一般相対性理論と因果率を破綻させるわ。
Damn.
宇宙の法則が乱れるのよ。
そんなもの存在できるのか。
The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier?
これまでも存在する可能性は高いと予測されていた。矛盾するようだけど証明はされてる。因果率が破綻してるわけだから、その裸の得意点に突入すれば過去へ遡ることができる。
John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they just managed to get it down to travel size. They managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years.
得意点に電子を注入する部分ね。見て、この LHC の写真だけど、陽子衝突地点に妙な機器が設置されてる。リフターっていう名前で呼ばれてるみたいだけど、一体何のことだか。
誰？聞いたことは？
リフターさっきの Z プログラムにもちらっと出てきたよな。ググってみる。
Quite possible that time travel in the past is impossible unless multiverse theory is correct. Yeah, they ended up discussing that in one of the earlier chapters. Daru opens up a browser window and enters lifter into a search engine. Are you just gonna get pictures of forklifts? I feel like that's all you're gonna get.
お、ヒットしてるし。
About 422,000 results.
こんなに 機密でもなんでもないのかな。
もしかしてこれじゃないか。イオンクラフト。
イオン、つまり電荷を持った原子や分子のことね。意味としては一致する。
Ioncraft? Like Minecraft? We click on a link that says Ionicraft Lifter. Takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive, just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe? The person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then,
あ、浮いた。
the silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary.
反重力装置だと。
そんなのあるわけない。あったら世紀の大発見よ。イオンクラフトっていうぐらいだから。この場合、帯電した空気と電極が関係してるんだと。
Kurisu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We look up information on the Ionicraft lifter. Yo, I just noticed something! Yo, the timestamp is 420! It's the funny number! It's the funny weed number! Laugh. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make the lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories.
そのリフターにセルンが目をつけた。そしてタイムトラベルに必要な装置として組み込んでいる。ミクロ特異点の質量や重力場を操作できるとなれば、やはりこれは反重力装置ということだろう。
まあ、そういう限定的条件に当てはめるなら間違いじゃないかもしれないけど。
Incredible! My curiosity is growing more by the second.
セルンはこのリフターの調整に苦労してるみたいね。ミクロ特異点の重力調整がうまくできていない。だから完全な裸の特異点を作れていない。
そのせいで被験者がゼリーマンになっていると見るべきだな。
Kurisu
裸の
nods.
特異点が作れていないなら、つまり被験者はブラックホールに放り込まれるのと同じだから、突入するだけで凄まじい質量によって押しつぶされるに決まってる。
And that's why they're
その結
goo.
果、あらゆる物質がフラクタル構造になってしまった。という
There we
仮説を
go!
提示してみる。
That makes sense.
実際はどうなってるのかさっぱり。調べるだけで何ヶ月もかかりそう。
Kurisu shrugs her shoulders in
リ
resignation.
フターはまだ未完成か。
If Titer is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years.
俺たちが先に電話レンジカッコ仮を完成させれば、セルンを出し抜くことも可能というわけだ。
規模が全然違う。それにセルンでさえ完成させていないのに、あんたにできるわけないでしょ。これは簡単に解決できる問題じゃない。そもそも時間移動調整や時間跳躍後の場所指定の問題もセルンは解決できてないし。
That's true too. Because one thing that you also have to, like, remember with this is that you do also have to do space travel along with time travel. Because the Earth is constantly spinning around the sun. So, and especially because, like, you would be, like, and this is all just theoretical, I'm not a scientist or anything, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but, like, theoretically speaking, it's like, okay, so you have this thing that, like, doesn't adhere to gravity, and doesn't adhere to, like, what is, like, physically there, because we saw that with the dude who was, like, halfway in the wall. It's like, if you can teleport people into structures, shouldn't it also be possible that, you know, you fuck something up and they're not even on the ground anymore? Like, you could accidentally send someone into the fucking depths of space because there's no gravity to hold them to Earth, and there's no saying that the Earth is going to be in the same position, even if it is rotated, like, whenever you send them back in time. I don't know if that makes sense. You know why because they couldn't secure the trade lock for Sherlock Holmes. I wonder if Steins Gate has similar things happen to it. Could be. I mean, from what I hear, though, is a very specific thing, because Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain. Like, anyone can write a Sherlock Holmes story if they want to. That's why you get things like Neil Gaiman's, I think it's A Study in Emerald. Very good short story, by the way, you should read it. Where it's like basically just taking the story of Sherlock Holmes and making a slight twist on it. It's how you can have so many TV shows based on Sherlock Holmes. But the issue is that if the Arthur Conan Doyle estate says, "Nuh-uh-uh, you can't do that," like, it can cause legal issues. So even if he's a public domain character, if they know about something, they can outright say, "Yeah, no, we're not allowing that." So that's why I think that, like, in the original, like, Japanese version, I think that things like JoJo and YouTube would have still been censored. Because, those ones aren't in the public domain. So you can't really be, like, you can be sneaky about it by, like, you know, oh, we changed, like, a couple of the letters. But I don't think you can straight up be like, oh, well, since it's in a different language, you know, they won't know. I don't know if I'm explaining things correctly. But from what I gather, that is the situation. It's like, Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain, but Arthur Conan Doyle's, like, family is able to say, "Nuh-uh, don't do that."
ジェリーマンの発見時期や発見場所がバラバラなのも納得だわ。例えば、地の底とか宇宙空間とかに放り出されたゼリーマンもいるかもしれない。見つかってるゼリーマン以外にもね。There
it is! Wow, I'm so smart!
100% に近い。地球から何万キロも離れた宇宙空間に放り出されたら、タイムトラベルしても無意味。全く実用的じゃないわ。
可変重力ロックシステムというようなものがあるとタイターは言っていた。それによって地球の重力を捉え、
Wow, they actually fucking acknowledge that! That's incredible!
タイターの説明はその点については曖昧だわ。そういう機会があるというだけじゃ説明にはならない。
でも時間移動したら同じ場所に出るだけじゃないの？
出るわけないでしょ。
なんで？
地球は常に動き続けているからだ。
I am the fucking smartest bitch on planet Earth! Have you bought Phantasm's debut single, Nya? It's the theme song for Rainak Hekeru. So it's really popular. Ferris brought 5 copies, Nya. It's my duty as a Rainetter. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm songs. The key to unlocking it is, oops, the bell's ringing, Nya, better see who it is. Or where. Said, okay, well that's Chuny shit. Band's vocalist. Feel a strong resonance from her. This is another part of Operation Stupidify Humanity. Kinda like that. You know what? Let's just go with the Chuny bullshit. There you go. Alright. Nice.
地球の自転速度は時速にしてだいたい1650キロ。公転速度は時速で考えるとおよそ11万4000キロ。
Ever think about how if the Earth just stopped spinning one day, we would all pretty much die instantly because we would be flung at like several thousand kilometers per hour, like in one direction? Something to think about.
1時間前にいた座標から私たちはそれだけ離れることになる。
おお、そう考えると僕たちってテラハヤス。
それだけじゃない。地球を含む太陽系はミルキーウェイに属してる。ミルキーウェイは渦を巻いているところからわかる通り回転してるのよ。
You never think about that life? Well, do it now.
諸説あるけど、だいたい1日に5000万キロぐらい
You're welcome!
する速さでね。
And thank you! You watched a Vsauce video on it. I didn't know we made a video about it. How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic?
なんかもうスケールが途方もないぞな。
ついでに言うと、ミルキーウェイを含む複数の銀河で銀河群が形成されているし、さらに上のグループとして超銀河団っていうのもある。それらの銀河群も超銀河団も動いているかもしれないわけ。そうなるとさらに飛躍的に私たちの移動距離は伸びる。いずれにせよ、ほんの1秒前に飛ぼうとするだけでも膨大な局所場指定の計算が必要になるのよ。手動じゃ無理だし、同じ場所に移動しようと思ったらスパコンで計算したって解が出るまでに何年かかるか。
ならば仕方あるまい。ダイターを探し出し、その可変重力システムを借りようではないか。
So wait, then how was the phone wave able to like put the banana back on the bunch? Is it because the bunch of bananas stayed in place? So maybe if you have like something to tie you to a certain spot in time, it can bring you back there? That's the only theory I've got so far.
それは明暗ね。先生頑張って。この問題についてセルンはどうしようとしているのか。
After blowing me off, Kurisu goes back to reading CERN's documents. Daru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Dawn breaks. I stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness, I refill my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many I've had.
Okabe.
Oh? Kurisu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. I guess she expects me to refill it. Since when did I become her maid? She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid after all. That said, Kurisu's the one reading CERN's documents right now. Daughter and I can manage if we have translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. Move. It's not the Earth that is moving, the whole solar system is moving, drifting aimlessly through space. Yeah! Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind. When I said that I wanted to borrow her knowledge, it just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab mem. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least. I should try not to upset her. Yeah, you think? I silently take the mug from Kurisu, dump in the powdered coffee, and pour in hot water from the pot. 2 packets of sugar, no milk. Kurisu has already requested it the same way 5 times today. I mix it well and bring it over to Kurisu. She doesn't immediately recognize that I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. Kurisu takes it without turning. Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in CERN's research. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa. His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea. I mean, leave him alone. He pulled like 3 all-nighters in the last 4 days. Dude needs to sleep. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Kurisu has been able to ignore it. Is she just that focused? I decided to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radicon satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。名古屋から来ました。一目見たくて。
埼玉から車で。すごいですね。あれ一体どこの人工衛星なんですかね。
イエーイ、千葉の女子高生です。
というように日本全国からわざわざ駆けつける人もいるようです。一方、今日未明 NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーン氏は会見で、日本に人工衛星が墜落した事実はないと語り、墜落した物体が人工衛星以外の物体であることを示唆しました。
Oh, yeah, I mean, we know that this is the time machine, right? Like, I don't think that's a shock. This is the time machine. Because it showed up right before Okabe got sent into this new timeline. So, that's the time machine, baby.
墜落した人工衛星については現在調査中であり、撤去する時期のめどは立っていないとのことです。
I mean, when it... Oh, no, that was a thing that I had to read. Oh, is it really under investigation? Wonder what's inside the building now. Well, remember whenever the phone wave actually, like, successfully transported the banana into the past? I believe it must be because of, like, the black holes, because black holes have, like, significant mass. The phone wave was driven through the table and into the floor. So with a machine as big as this one, having a mini black hole in it, it would create enough pressure to put it through at least one floor of a building, right? This could be another plot by the organization. The door unlocks from outside and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand. There are various food items inside, but it doesn't look like they're for us. Yeah, Mayuri, we were looking at pictures of corpses before. The three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about SERN. I'm so hungry, I had to skip on breakfast again today. Don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds? You eat insects? Hardcore. Survival skills. What kind of childhood did you have? Maybe, okay. Amane is sus. But now I'm sort of thinking that maybe she came from, like, a bad future. Maybe, like, the same situation as John Titor. You know what? No. We're gonna ask her about this stuff. The weed is the obvious answer. Yeah, she's just looking for a new dealer. No, that's a really bad idea in Japan, though, isn't it? Mayuri opens the window wide. The sky is so blue it hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift on the wind. There's always an option to not reply. I guess. But I don't know, I feel bad just leaving people on red. It truly is a refreshing sight. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace. Kurisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. I glance at the clock, then go to the center of the room and call for attention. Wait. You're gonna talk about this with the window open? Not again!
いい機会だ。ラボメンが全員集合したところだし、 久々に円卓会議を開こうと思う。
円卓会議？
なんぞそれ。
ラボメンによる報告会、ミーティングだ。
そんなのこれまでにやったことあったっけ？
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
実物はない。だが我らラボメンの心の中にはある。そうだろ？
そうだろ？じゃなかろうが。勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
ナヨシーにもあるかな？
ああ、あるさ。
そっか、よかった。でも円卓って何？
てかなんで円卓？アーサー王？
そもそも私はラボメンといっても期間限定だし。
These people whine about every little thing! Oh, we finally get to see our hero. I mean, we've seen him before, but like,
ひとまず今の俺たちの置かれた状況を教え
wasn't expecting to see him like this again. Tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. The window is open! Or did they just mean... Wait, I'm gonna look back. Yeah, she opened the window! You just talked about the shit about hacking SERN and seeing all this confidential shit with the window open! I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, Okabe! I am gonna commission Val to draw me punching Okabe in the face. Ah! About how CERN is making a time machine, how Jellymen, about how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know, which they're doing quicker now because you're giving people the ability to hear you talk about this!
悪いことは良くないよって言ったのに。
I was an angry yawn.
悪いだと？俺たちが？何をバカな。それを言うならばセルンの方がよほど悪。世界だけでは飽き足らず、時空までも手に入れようと企んでいる連中だ。
同意するわ。
For some reason, Kurisu backs me up.
セルンのやってることは社会的にも人間的にも、そして研究者としても許されることじゃない。
そうだけど。
She doesn't sound convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find it out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで我がラボとセルンとラグナロックは避けられなくなった。
A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック？
また北欧神話か。
クリスティーナ、お前にはセルン調査について命じていたな。何か新たに分かったことは？
命じられた覚え
Yeah,
はない
just yell about that. Sure, sure.
セルンが
I can't even be angry about it anymore.
問題点は2つ。1つは電子注入装置リフターの調整。これがうまく機能しないとカーブラックホールの特異点を裸にできない。この状態で特異点を通過しようとすれば、超重力によって被験者はミクロレベルまで圧縮されてしまう。当然無事ではいられないわ。それとタイムトラベル先の局所場指定ができないことが2点目。特異点を抜けてどこへ出るかの指定ができない。だから各地で見つかっている14人のゼリーマンはむしろ運がいい方だったと言うべき。人体実験は2001年から100回以上行われていた。
Ooh,
残
damn.
りの80人以上はどこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていないということ。
Imagine hearing four people talk about how they want to build a time machine out of an old computer powered by a microwave. Logical reaction is to assume the rate and call the police rate. I mean, it's not the time travel stuff that's getting me. It's the fact that they're openly talking about hacking a scientific organization to retrieve confidential files. Like, if you're gonna do something illegal, don't talk about it in a place where random people can hear you. That's like rule number 1 of being shady. You keep it down low. You don't talk about it with the fucking window open. They don't live on like some isolated street out in the middle of nowhere where it's like you'll get maybe like one passerby a day. They live in the middle of Japan. They live in fucking Tokyo, I think. Akihabara is in Tokyo, right? Anyway, but my point still stands. How many rules are there to being shady? I don't know. I don't do shady stuff. That's the first one because it's the only one I really know. I think another one is don't be a snitch. And another one is if you fuck with kids, you're gonna die. So, like, just leave kids alone? For fuck's sake?
マユシ、そんなことも知らんの？地球は常に動いてるんだよ。自転速度は時速にして1500キロ。公転速度は
Okay, it is in Tokyo. Yeah, so it's like they're in the capital of Japan with their window open, talking about how they're doing illegal shit. That's what's getting me, not the time travel stuff. Like, most people would hear that and think, oh, they're just, like, playing a video game or talking about, like, a story they're writing or something. Most people hear time travel immediately think fiction. For, like, good reason, because, as this game has been proving, it's, you know, pretty unfeasible. But, like, if you're... It's the illegal activity part. Wait. I don't think I read that last line out loud. Daughter's tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night. So even SERN is having difficulties?
それで助手よ。セルンのタイムマシンから電話レンジカッコ仮のヒントになるようなものは見つかったか？
ヒントね。
Kurisu stares at the ceiling in thought.
そもそも LHC は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど。
そうか。つまり電話レンジカッコ仮は LHC の縮小版ということだな。
Wait, what if this is like a stable time loop situation? Where, like, they're working on the phone wave and they hack into CERN to make the phone wave better. And this is how CERN gets a hold of, like, the technology to make the time travel machine small enough to fit in a car.
あながち間違ってないかもね。
This is me just spitballing, I don't know, but, you know. Imagine seeing the guy that made a fool out of himself in a card game because he didn't read the fucking rulebook, talk about hacking a government or private company files. You didn't use the fuck word, wait a minute. I added that in there myself and I just realized. But yeah, you're right. I was sure she'd deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead, that winky face life, I know you've played this game. That makes me a little more secure in my theory, but then again, I mean, you could just be fucking with me. But instead, she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
もっとも電話レンジはわからないことが多すぎる。なんでセルンのタイムマシンと同じような現象をあの小さな電子レンジで起こせるのか。LHC と違ってこれはタイムトラベルのために作られたものじゃないのよ。
マユシーの唐揚げを温めるためのものだよね。
まあそうね。
Yes, we'll find out, yeah.
ゼリーマンという現象が電話レンジカッコ仮でも起きているのだから、マユリのバナナはカーブラックホールのリング上得意点に到達していると考えるべきだ。
プ ラックホールができてるの？ここに？吸い込まれないかな？
If it sucked us in, we'd become jellymen too.
でも
So on part with your logic so far that I say just trust your gut. I mean, I'm just spitballing. If I'm right, I'm right, and I'll be really happy, and I'll yell about it a bit, but like, I have no fucking idea, dude.
この前の実験だと放電現象が起きた時にだけ過去へメールを送れたお？
まだ2度しか成功していないが、その放電現象が意味するのは電荷、すなわち電子注入の可能性が高い。それが発生した時だけ得意点への道が開けるのだ。
放電現象の原因はわからないじゃない。
それはこれから調べる。
そもそも過去へ送れるメールはデジタルデータであって物体じゃないわ。そこがセルンのタイムマシンと決定的に違っている。
That's true too. Also, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, okay, well, how does the black hole not destroy shit? Like, how does it not destroy the microwave? It's not like a microwave is black hole proof. And they did, like, these experiments numerous times. So, my idea is, because didn't the banana just, like, disappear in the blink of an eye? So if this thing is creating a black hole, it must only be for, like, a split second. And that's how it's not destroying anything. It's just enough to make it heavy as fuck. Just long enough to, like, break some shit. And maybe it's something to do with that electrical discharge that's, leading it to, like, no longer produce the black hole phenomenon. Because that's the big, like, turning point. Because as Okabe said last time, fucking before the discharge, everything was normal. After the discharge, nothing worked. So it must have something to do with that. Anyways, again, spitballing.
いや、やることは同じだ。デジタルデータが得意点を通り抜けないと誰か保証したのか？人間サイズの物体を通り抜けさせるよりよほど簡単だと。
That is true too.
まあ、確かに。
Black hole can be pretty harmless if it's small enough. It immediately collapses on itself, I think. Oh, interesting.
本物の紙飛行機にした手紙がピューンって飛んでいくイメージなんだよ、きっと。
むしろ光線だろう。光デジタルデータみたいな。ところで、過去へ送れるメールは言いにくいな。名前を付けようではないか。
Oh, what's the name?
かっこつけ
Me too.
またとか言うな。この法王院教魔をバカにしているのか。
I mean, in her defense, you're very easy to mock.
どうせへんてこな名前をつけたいんでしょ。
へんってことは失敬だな。ならば発表しよう。俺はこの過去へ送れるメールという現象についてこう名付けた。その名もノスタルジアドライブ。
There it is.
わかりにくい。却下。
貴様、助手の分際で却下できる権限があると思っているのか。
じゃあ多数決する？ノスタルジアドライブに賛成の人。
My hand shoots into the air, but nobody follows suit.
裏切ったな、ダルマユリ。
クリスチャンの言う通りだと思うな。マユシーはそんな長い名前は覚えられません。
中二病すぎだろ、上皇。
Thank you, Daru. You may be a pervert, but you call him out when it matters. Traitors.
ならばお前たちには自分で考えたとっておきのネーミングがあるのだろうな。まさか我が案を否定しておいてノープランとは言わせんぞ。
やっぱり分かりやすさ重視にすべきだと思う。 時間を遡っているメールなんだから、そこをメールでいいんじゃない？
That's a good name! You see? That's how you name something!
そこってどういう意味？
Mayuri is busy eating strawberry jelly. A jelly-filled donut! How can she eat that stuff after hearing about jelly men?
今のマユリの反応が答えだ、クリスティーナ。わかりやすい名前をつけるべきと言っておきながら、ちっともわかりやすくないではないか。
それはまゆりさんが。あ、
Oh!
なんでもない。
What were you gonna say, Kurisu? What were you about to say?
もしかして今、マユリがバカだからと言おうとしたか？
違うわよ。
クリスちゃん、マユシーのことバカだと思ってるのかな？
思ってない。全くこれっぽっちも思ってないから、誤解しないで。
Okabe causing drama! Somehow, Kurisu manages to glare at me even while soothing Mayuri.
時をかけるメールの一択だろう。
That's too long. I'm sorry, Daru. That's too
少
long.
し表現が硬いな。言いにくい。
オカリンのノスタルなんとかだって十分長いじゃんか。それにこれは映画のタイトルを。
ロマンがあればいいのだ、ロマンが。
It needs to be cool.
で却下だよ。
You don't want to know, Lamau. Maybe we fucking don't.
あ、トゥットゥルー、マユシーも思いついたよ。バックトゥーザメール、映画のタイトルとね、メールをくっつけてみました。
I feel like we're getting farther away from a good idea.
僕がやったって。
それに意味が微妙に違ってきてると思う。
She probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
意味とかじゃなくて、映画のタイトルとメールをくっつけて。
That's comedy right there, baby!
いずれにせよ長い。
じゃあデロリアンメールとか。
Are we gonna call it DeLorean mail? Is that what the name's gonna
何のメー
be?
ルかさっぱりわからないではないか。
Yeah, exactly.
ねえ、こんなくだらないことに時間取ってる場合じゃないでしょ。もういっそのこと略して D メールにしなさいよ。
D-mail. That
い
works.
や、しかしそれでは味気なさすぎるというか。
味気なかろうが味気があろうがどうでもいい。
I have noticed that there are a lot of typos in this VN, and that's unfortunate. Because I think that was supposed to be, I don't care if it's boring, but Kurisu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days. Yeah, because she's making a bunch of... she's making a bunch of contributions, that's why. Mayuri, finished with her jelly, proclaims in satisfaction. In the future, we might actually be able to create black holes and particle accelerators. Interesting. Wait, when did Mayuri become the moderator?
で、なんで D メールみたいな現象が起きるん？
リング得意点への道が開いているからだ。何度も言っているだろう。
ブラックホールが発生しているのかどうかは確認できていない。単にセルンのタイムマシンと偶然似てるだけで、実は全く違う現象かもしれない。
That's true.
焦って結論を出すのは危険よ。
何を言う？お前は自分たちでタイムマシンを作りたいとは思わないのか？そのために危険を冒してセルンにハッキングまでしたのだぞ。今語るべきは
Again, talk about hacking a fucking scientific facility with the window
どうしたら
open.
いいかだ。
でもさ、僕たちにできると思うん？
できるかどうかではない。やるのだ。
No think. Brain empty.
何よその精神論至上主義。あんたって無能なトップの典型ね。
It's fine. Shit happens in chat. I'm handing you a certificate from Clown University.
まあそもそもオカリンは別にトップじゃないけど。
いかにも。俺はラブの象徴であってトップではない。
象徴だかなんだか知らないけど、どうやって電話レンジをタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、その具体的な解放を教えてよ。
解放か。そうだな。一つ。
It better be a plan on how to actually make it and not like what you're gonna do afterwards.
放電現象が起きるか起きないかはランダムだと思っているようだが、俺には仮説があるのだ。
どういうこと？
I look at my watch. It's past noon.
発生条件の再現だ、クリスティーナ。昨日の夜、いろいろ検討したはずだぞ。そして俺たちは最も単純で最も決定的な条件を見ようとしていた。
It's gonna be the time, isn't it? Yeah! I'm so smart! I called this last episode! Or last stream! I'm so fucking smart! This game is doing a great job at inflating my ego.
過去2回の放電現象が起きた時間を調べてみたんだが、それによれば俺が誰の携帯に送った時に偶然発生した最初の D メールはだいたい12時から13時の間。そして2回目、俺たち4人全員が目撃した D メールは18時頃に発生している。つまりその2つの時間帯に実験をすれば、あるいは再現が可能かもしれないのだ。
早速やってみましょう。
Kurisu bolts into the development room, suddenly bursting with
それに
enthusiasm.
してもこの助手、ノリノリである。
マユシーのバナナ、ずいぶん減ったね。また買ってこなくちゃ。
Only one banana remains untouched. We got rid of the jellified bananas and then we ate the rest.
ごめんね、まゆりさん。後で新しいバナナ買ってくるから。
Thanks!
嬉しいな。オカリンやダル君はね、バナナ勝手に食べてもちっとも買ってきてくれないのです。
I'll be sure to amend that in the future. A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Kurisu picks the last banana off the stem, leans under the table, and places it inside of the microwave.
まずはゼリーマンになるか試してみる。
She tries to get up and gloriously bangs her head underneath the table. Ow! I've done that before.
しとらんわ。
Kurisu gets up, blushing in embarrassment with tears in her eyes.
このレンジの配置、なんとかしろ。危ないしめんどくさい。
床に穴が開いてしまうから無理だ。
クリスちゃん、クリスちゃん。痛いの、飛んでけ。
Mayuri pats the back of Kurisu's head and sweeps her hand through the air.
サンクス、まゆりさん。
Aw, that's adorable! She gave her head pats! Kurisu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Kurisu, who was peering at the microwave, suddenly shouts in surprise. The banana has vanished! Fuck yeah! At the exact same moment, the banana reappears on its stem, jellified.
おお。
ゲルバナになったね。
You know what? I'll let you do your evil laugh. I'll let you do your chuny shit. This is cool as fuck. You deserve to do an evil scientist laugh. I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now my position as a symbol of the lab is secure.
やるわね、岡部。あまりに単純すぎて気づけなかった。
Germa is not in the banana. Germa is not related to the banana. Kurisu says with a slightly sulky expression.
悔しいのか？それでも俺に3時の言葉を送る姿勢は強化してやろう。
それより D メールが再現できるかについても確認しないと。
Kurisu ignores my proud laughter and excitedly starts typing out a mail.
この法音隠居魔の威厳がクリスティーナのせいでどんどん落ちていく。
もともと威厳はないと思う。
Thanks, Daru.
いいからそこの男子2人手伝って。岡部、あんたの携帯にメール送るから。
When did I become her assistant? I grind my teeth in frustration, but do as I'm told and insert my phone into the phone wave. Name subject changes slot.
ねえねえクリスちゃん、なんて送るの？
Just a second, I'm taking some quick notes. Okay. Sorry, I had an idea for a banger tweet to make as soon as this fucking stream is done. Mayuri presses up against Kurisu and sneaks a peek at Kurisu's phone.
別に意味のある文章である必要はない。送れるかどうかを確認できさえすればいいんだから。
Because he thinks that her real name is boring, basically. He's like, if I give her like an American, like a foreign name, it sounds way cooler and more interesting. That's pretty much it. It's like how he would just randomly come up with like backstories for random people that would like fit his worldview. He's just trying to make it fit his narrative better, essentially.
どれどれ？岡部はずあんエア。
Call him out, Chuny Brain. Yep, that's pretty much it.
そこの助手、何を打ち込んでいる？
そうね。準備いい？送るわよ。
Daughter has already set the microwave's timer through the X68000. There's nothing inside, but the microwave still operates. The countdown starts from 120. This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Kurisu readies her finger on the phone's send button. I grasp the microwave door handle. Firmly grasp it. Mayuri seeks cover.
じゃあカウントするぜ。
Maybe y'all should wear sunglasses or like the shit that welders wear. Because it seems like, you know, if there's gonna be another big flash of light, you guys are gonna damage your eyes. The microwave timer soon indicates 70.
3、2、1、0。
Kurisu presses send. And at nearly the same instant, I open the microwave door.
来たぞ。
I have the dumbest grin on my face right now. Once again, Okabe has all right. You have all right to laugh like a dumbass. I'd be doing the same thing. Lightning crackles in the air. The cushion underneath the phone wave collapses under the weight. The floor starts creaking. It's exactly like the discharge phenomenon that occurred before. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. After it subsides, we stare at the phone wave with bated breath. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor. Yeah, you're probably gonna want to move it to a different spot. I feel like you're gonna weaken that one spot.
メール届いた。
I disconnect my phone from the phone wave and check my mail. Kurisu stands beside me and peers at the screen. There it is! From the 28th of July. There's an email. 2 of them even, and they're written in English. Timestamps are from 5 days ago. Kurisu starts laughing when she sees the mail, even though she's the one who wrote it. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. What does... What does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. She's saying my head can fly or something? Whatever, I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. But that doesn't matter right now.
クリスティーナ、お前はメールを2通送ったのか？
送ったのは1通だけ。
So there's a character limit, basically. Let's look at them, because I know that we got a few of them. Okay, Dart. Okarin's, perv. Okay, so that's, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 characters for this one that got cut off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if we count the space between Anne and Airhead, that's 12. So it's a 12 character limit. Interesting. I really wish I can... I mean, okay. He's not speaking in English, though. It's just translated. Like, within the text, they're all talking in Japanese. But anyways, I wish I could see the text that Okabe sent Daru. Because that was broken up into 3. So maybe there's also an email limit as well. Like, there's... like, a limit to how many emails can be sent to the past. Also, wasn't there another... wait, just a second. There was something else in here, wasn't there? There was, like, one that was... oh, wait, that just repeats. This one. This one is, I don't know what to make of it. It could be that this is, like, from the IBN 5100 code. But that one can't have been, like, unless it's done with a much more, like, sophisticated time travel technology, then both the phone wave and whatever the hell sent Okabe to the past. Unless maybe it's like a mental time travel type of thing, where if someone successfully time travels, they're basically just going into their own old bodies. A la Zero Escape? I don't know. Too early to tell. I am very smart for figuring out the 12 character thing, though. You gotta admit, chat. No, you don't have to admit it. I'm pretty sure other people have figured that out, too.
マユシも見たよ。あのね、本当にいつだった。
しかし2通受信しているぞ。
そうね。一つの文章だったのに分割されてる。
ちなみにこの文章の意味は？
自分で調べれば。
I guess she doesn't want to answer.
そういえばさ、この前の D メールも文章は途中で切れてたよな。
そうだったか？
It was, remember?
着歴見てみなよ。
I did!
オカリンは変態って送ったはずだお。
I did look! See? I did it!
確かに。こちらも2つに分割されている。
何が原因なのか。
Thanks!
ゼリーマンと関係があるかもしれない。
でも
確かに前に送った時も5日前に届いてたわよね。
Oh, did it? Let me double check. Didn't notice that one. I don't remember when it was sent, though. It doesn't show us when it was sent, only when it was received. But that does make sense, because that probably happened... Wait a minute. Yeah, because they spent... like, a few days, like, hacking CERN and getting, the IBM 5100. And then they spent all night, hacking CERN and looking at Jellymen and whatever. And then today at noon, they sent the messages. Or I think it's noon, right? Anyways.
ああ、そうだった。
Fair enough.
なんか法則性でもあるんじゃね？
じゃあさもっとじゃんじゃん送ってみようよ。
Mayuri's right. Now that we figured out how to send emails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can.
よし、ラボメンよ。全員配置につけ。
また始まった。
He's back on his bullshit.
実験を可能な限り連続で行う。ダルはペケロッパにて電話レンジカッコ仮の監視、調整、情報収集。助手はメールを打ち続けろ。さまざまなパターンの文章を試せ。日本語、英語、全角半角、絵文字。内容は
Emoji. I'm sure Shining Finger would be better for the job, but since she's not a lab mem, I'll leave it to Kuritsu.
マユシーは？
マユリには買い出しを命じる。とりあえずバナナを買ってきてくれ。金はこの法院京馬が出す。
オカリン太っ腹だね。
Isn't this the first time that he's, like, done this?
じゃあ岡部はレンジのドアの開け閉めね。
うひょー。刺身にタンポポの花を乗せる仕事並みの単純作業じゃね？
I mean, to be fair, he is exposing himself to all the electricity and whatever. There could be radiation bullshit. But then again, it would affect everyone in the room.
上司の判断は的確だ。おそらく D メール製品の鍵はレンジのドアを開けるタイミングにかかっている。
冗談で言ったんだけど。
レンジのドアの開け閉め、この法院京馬に任せるがいい。
神のごとき正確さと修羅のごとき大胆さ、
そして女性を扱うかのごとき繊細さを持って開け閉めしてやろう。
Say something else!
オカリンエッチ
なお、本作戦はトップシークレットである。
誰にも漏らしてはならない。いいな。
Mayuri nods. The others are ignoring me, and for good reason. You just compared a microwave door to a woman's flesh.
作戦名とかいらないから始めましょう。
なんだと。
Shutting down his chuny bullshit. This alone makes Kurisu the most valuable lab mem. You ruined my climactic scene! Damn you, assistant, this is an outrage! Afterwards, the D-mail experiment, its name is Operation Erd, though I lost my chance to announce it, continues for 2 hours. That's a Norse mythology thing, yep. Oldest of the 3 Norns, goddesses of fate in Norse mythology. The 3 sisters tends the world tree, Yggdrasil, which has roots in Erd's fountain. Erd is the Norn of the past. Okay, well that's, you know, that is a good name, okay? I'll admit it. That's a pretty solid name. It's short, it's sweet. Kurisu has the brain. Yeah, she has the singular brain cell. I can't say that though. Like, Daru has plenty of brain cells for hacking into CERN, and Okabe has his moments. Mayuri, I mean, she's extremely sweet. I don't know if she has a brain cell, though. During that time, every email goes back in time without a hitch. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for Mayuri, we've been up since last night. Can I check my phone? Can I check my phone? Can I check my phone? Please! I want to see it! I was so excited, I don't think Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for Mayuri, we've all been up since last night. I can't check the phone. She's been going at it for hours, and she's still full of energy. It's hard to oppose oh, Jesus Christ. Lack of sleep is affecting me, too, although I didn't even pull an all-nighter. Full-nighter. What the fuck am I trying to say? What? Sound of crying. I cannot think. Okay. It's hard to believe she was so opposed to time travel research before. Her scientist's blood must be on fire. We made a number of discoveries, but we can wait to assess them until after we eat. Daughter and I leave the two girls to watch over the lab as we go shopping at the convenience store. We return from the convenience store to find the Braun Tube's workshop's one and only part-time warrior standing in front of the building. She's stretching. She notices me and calls out without stopping her exercises. Shenanigans. This girl has a thing for unusual words. Please. She's sus! Don't tell her things! She's sus! I mean, I guess the time travel thing is, you know, it's ridiculous enough that, okay, no one's gonna believe you. But still, it's the principle of the thing. And also, I dropped my pen. Where did it go? There it is. All right. Can't lose this one. It's the only syringe pen I have that works. I even bought two this year, so this way if I ran out of ink in one, I'd have the other. But the other one barely writes.
ま、信じられんのは当然じゃね。僕も最初は半信半疑だったし。つうかそう簡単に秘密ばらしちゃっていいのおかり。機密事項じゃなかった？
始まった。そこのバイト選手を今俺が話したことは内密に頼む。
You can't. The more people that are let in on a secret, the easier it is for it to spill. Part-time warrior glances at the Braun Tube workshop. Oh?
というと
2階からの振動がすごくってさ、埃が落ちてくるだけじゃなくて実際に揺れるんだよね。爆撃されたみたいに。あいつら一体何してんだ。家賃上げてやるぞこらってぼやいてた。
Kinda like an air raid. Very specific wording there. She is from a bad future, isn't she?
謝りに行った方がいいかも。
ゲゲゲ、追い出されたらまずくね。
よし、ここは俺に任せろ。
No, don't leave it to him.
助手にしばらく実験を止めるように伝えてくれ。
Okabe is not the person to do diplomacy. Daughter salutes, then races up to the second floor.
そういや、マキセクリスって来てんの？
Oh, what is this music?
Oh.
Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday.
知り合いなのか？
昨日が初見。
初見？
That's a strange way of putting it. Yeah, I was about to comment on that.
あ、なるほど。初めて会ったにしては、やたら敵意をむき出しにしていなかったか？
支援だよ。
Why? What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. I'm about to ask her to repeat herself, but Suzuha is staring at the ground in silence. She obviously doesn't want to talk about this. Did she call Kurisu her enemy? Yeah, why? That doesn't make sense.
お、個人的な恨みがあるということか。しかし、初めて会ったのに？
まあね、
何かあったのか？
直接はないかな。
Oh?
間接的というとどういうつながりだ？なんなら俺がクリスティーナに話をつけてもいい？
別にいいって。
もしかして単なる逆恨みだったりするのか？
もうしつこい。
She hits me with the glare.
岡部倫太郎さん、私のことより店長に謝りに行かなくていいの？
Oliver and Tara's political debates would be then settled by playing card games, rules that he never played. Haruka and Mad Scientist laugh the best. Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Hoyo in Kyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I can't falter now. I steel myself and enter the Bronze Tube workshop. Part-time warrior follows me inside.
失礼する。
Mr. Braun is sitting at the counter inside, slurping delivery ramen. Even when I enter, he doesn't look away from the huge 42-inch CRT. It's showing some news show's report on some celebrity divorce. Part-time warrior doesn't say anything. She's just going to stand there and watch him rip me a new one.
おい、岡部。おめえ一体上で何やってんだ？
Straight to the punch. He doesn't take his eyes off the TV, nor does he stop slurping his ramen. Yet despite his sedentary posture, he exudes extraordinary pressure. And now is not the time to falter.
実は世紀の実験中でしてね。すなわち人類の科学史を塗り替えるタイム。
Well, thank God you're not starting off with the time travel thing.
おめえらのお遊びのことはどうでもいいんだよ。このビルのオーナーは俺。分かってんのか？結構ボロいビルだからよ。おめえらがガタガタ揺らすと壁にひびでもできるんじゃねえかと俺は気が気じゃねえわけ。
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Jesus Christ.
ミスター・ブラウンよ。まさかこのビル耐震偽装物件ではなかろうな。
だったらどうなんだよ。
Ooh! So everyone here is up to illegal activity, I see. Holy crap. Maybe we should seek shelter soon.
ちゃんと補強工事はした。だがな、いくらなんでもおめえらは揺らしすぎだ。
このビルの一つや二つ崩壊したからなんだというのです。
Don't say that.
あ？
我らが行っている実験は何度も言うが人類の科学史、いや人類の歴史そのものを塗り替えるような壮大な内容なのです。このビルをあと10年延命させるよりよほど意義のあるものだ。
The building starts shaking again as soon as I finish speaking. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Damn it, Daru, what are you doing? I thought I told you to stop the experiments!
こら、岡部！
He's glaring at me.
なんか落ちてきたぞ。ラーメンに入ったろうが。どうしてくれるんだ。とにかく、これ以上揺らすんじゃねえ。でないと、家賃を1万あげる。
Oh, damn. That's $100, baby! What? If you raise it by 10,000 yen, we're ruined!
任せるがいい、ミスター・ブラウン。我が名誉にかけて今日はもう揺らさないと誓おう。
With that, I race out of the Bronze Tube workshop. Yeah, stop them!
クリスティーナ、今すぐ実験は中止だ。
When I burst into the lab, I find the three of them in the middle of lunch. Mayuri has juicy chicken #1. Daru has a convenience store boxed lunch. Kurisu's eating cup noodles with a fork.
ごめんね、おかり。今、まゆしが唐揚げを温めようとしたんだけどね。ついいつもの癖で、 逆回転させちゃって、ついでだから放電させてみたの。
Oh, damn.
そうか。
あんたにメール届いてるはずだけど、見てないの？
It's in the past. Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I did that my phone is still attached to the phone wave. Oh, that's why I can't pull up my phone. Okay, understandable. I disconnect my phone from the phone wave while grinding my teeth. There's a new one. There's a new several ones. One more, please.
ふざけるな。ミスターブラウンに睨まれるのは俺なのだぞ。
5日も前に忠告したのに。
Well, yeah, the timestamp's from 5 days ago, but
店長、怒ってた？
殺意の波動を感じた。
daughter turns pale, but the two girls don't seem to care. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss.
これ以上の実験は中止だ。
ま、実験のデータは十分取れた。
Then Kurisu hides her mouth with her hand as she yawns.
さすがに眠くて辛くなってきたし、髪もパサパサだし、シャワーを浴びてゆっくり眠りたい。
I sigh and take a boxed lunch out of the convenience store bag. It's cold, so I toss it in the phone wave and set the timer normally.
シャワーならここにもあるよ。バスタブはないんだけどね。シャワー室っていうのかな。オカリンはいつもそこを使ってるよね。
なんか汚そう。
Alright, what is this? Kilma-san, are you familiar with ghetto froggies? They were a huge fad last year. We have a ton of them at the shrine, so if you'd like, could you take a few off our hands? Dad bought a whole box home for some reason. Then he said they were for me. I don't know what to do with them. P.S. I was so bewildered, I couldn't do any practice swings with Samidare. Those weird-looking things were popular with teenage girls in Shibuya last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, they came up with a wide variety of them. You know, the stories you tell paint a very different picture of your father than the impression I got from meeting him. Which is the true him, I wonder? I suspect that last year's Ghetto Froggy boom was an organization plot. Be careful, Lukako. Those Ghetto Froggies might be responsible for your father's strange behavior. No, don't say that. Just talk about the Ghetto Froggies. Just talk about them normally. Just talk about them normally. Please be normal. For once.
お世辞にも綺麗なシャワー室とは言えん。このビル自体がボロいからな。
そもそも岡部と同じシャワー室を使うなんてお断り。
気持ちはわかる。誰も使えとは言っていないしな。もっとも、徹夜明けで俺も誰もお前もかなり臭いだろうかな。
Given the sweltering heat and the fact that we kept the windows closed all night, I bet this place is smelling pretty rank by now.
だから食べ終わったら帰るわよ。
Kurisu slurps her cup noodles indignantly. I bought them at her request. She was raised in America, yet she likes cup noodles? Strange. I mean, they have instant ramen in America. I buy it all the time here in Canada. You can buy a whole pallet and it's like $3. It's great. Although I haven't been able to find any pallets of it at the local grocery store. I was mostly getting them from Walmart before, but I switched to getting them, like, somewhere else. Mostly because the Walmart was, like, super far away. And I was ordering it in because I didn't want to leave my apartment during a fucking global pandemic. But that's expensive, so I switched back to shopping in person, and I haven't been able to find any instant noodle pallets. Kind of a shame, really. They're a good little snack. Anyways.
高級ホテルでセレブ気分のバスタイムか。俺も連れて行ってほしいものだ。
No! Say something else!
お断りします。
まゆしも行ってみたいな。
Okay, so long as y'all are bathing separately. No funny shit.
まゆりさんなら歓迎する。
本当？ありがとう。
Mayuri is welcome because she's nice. I take my warm food out of the microwave, take a fresh bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge, and join in on lunch. Your bloodstream has to be like 50% Dr. P at this point. And the other 50% is instant coffee.
ねえオカリン、前から不思議だったんだけどね、ご飯食べながらどうして炭酸ジュース飲めるの？その組み合わせって美味しいのかな？
I mean, I drink Pepsi when I eat sometimes. It depends on the food, but yeah, sometimes it tastes pretty good. It works best with junk food, though. Something that's very salty.
特に疑問を持った覚えはないぞ。
僕も。
そうね。私も不思議には思わない。
まゆりがおかしいんだろう。食事と炭酸飲料の組み合わせなど普通だ。
普通だよな、上皇。
異論はない。
そんな、みんながおかしいんだよ。
Why are you saying this? I'm a pure duckparian. No, go back! Go back! Fuck you! Daru loves cola like a typical fat otaku, and Kurisu lives in America, home of soda. So I'll admit, our opinion is biased. Also, what is that tip? Someone who loves Dr. P above all over other beverages. Coined by Okarin. Of course it was. But that doesn't matter right now.
さて、オペレーションウルドの実験成果についてこの場で検討してみようか。
オペレーションウルドって？
そういえば昨日はどこぞの助手のせいで作戦名を披露できなかったのだったな。昨日夜から今日にかけて行われた D メールの連続送信実験。それがオペレーションウルドであり、
実験の成果はあった。
She interrupts me again.
D メールについて少なくとも何ができるのかは分かったから。
Kurisu places her empty noodle cup on the table, then retrieves the whiteboard from the development room. While the rest of us eat, she scribbles on the whiteboard, then puts it up against the wall.
とまあこんな感じ。補足や反論は
12 1-byte or 6 2-byte characters. So I was right! Yes! I mean, that was a pretty obvious one, though. Nothing especially. She summarized the vital parts. Mayuri has her mouth half open in a blank stare. She clearly doesn't understand.
D メールでは最大で英文36文字か。日本語文18文字しか送れないというのは不便だな。改善したいところだ。
Alright, since it was translated. But wait a minute. That was not 36 English characters. That was like, at most, like 12. Furthermore, yeah, okay, each Gmail is split into 12. Okay, so there is a hard limit to how much you can send. If you send 36 characters, you get 3 12-character emails. If you try to send more, everything after the 36th character disappears. And that does line up with the email that Daru received.
でも、いつへ送るかの調節ができるのを発見したのはすごくね。
Though we can only set it in 1-hour increments, we can control how far back the D-mails go by using the microwave's timer.
発見しただけで満足してたら無意味。原理を突き止めないと。ここに書いたのは現象として確認できたものでしかない。
原理の究明か。確かにそれが分からなければ真にタイムマシンを作ったことになる。6文字 ×3 しか送れないのは何が原因だ？
Daru and Kurisu remain silent. Suddenly, Mayuri, who has been staring at the ceiling in confusion until now, raises her hand.
あのね、唐揚げやバナナはゲル揚げとかゲルバナになっちゃって、 でもお塩はゲル塩にはならなかったんだよね。
だから略すなよ。
According to Mayuri, the refrozen chicken had indeed been jellified when she tried eating it. Kurisu's prediction was right.
で D メールは18文字まではちゃんと送れて19文字以上は消えちゃうんだよね。きっとね、おっきなものとかたくさんは送れないんじゃないかな。
That would make sense with the salt.
もしかしてそのカーブブラックホールがカーブラックホールね。カーブブラックホールがだからカーブラックホールブラックホールの穴がきっついんだよ。
まゆし
Don't!
今
No!
もう一度よろ
God damn
あなたの
it!
ところから
穴がきっついの。
You're exploiting her innocence. You fucking monster.
これはけしからん。
言わせているんじゃないよ、ホダル。
Exactly! Mayuri has flowers for brains. That is simultaneously the nicest and rudest analogy I've ever heard. So she's easy prey for daughter's perversions. It drives me crazy.
穴がきつい。
No!
あながち間違ってないかも。
Don't you start, Daru!
おそらくセレンのタイムマシンと同
Thank
じ
God.
原因ね。リフターの調整がうまくできてないから完全には得意点を裸にできず、そのせいで遅れるようなのが
Alright, fair
限定
enough.
される。
I'll be honest. After this scene, I'm probably gonna end the stream just because we've discovered a lot today. Oh yeah, good luck! I forgot all about the exam. I've been so focused on fucking time machines and shit. Good luck! Yeah, I think after this scene, I'm gonna be done just because, you know, we've been through a whole lot today. And plus, we get to play more tomorrow, so that helps.
唐揚げやバナナはともかく全角6文字半角12文字のデータっつうと容量は12バイトだね。
English characters are half width, so they only use 1 byte. But full width Japanese characters use 2.
バイトキロバ
Fun
イ
and
ト
try not to strangle Rintaro while I'm away. I make no fucking promises. Bytes, not kilobytes.
おーっとマキセ氏はメカに弱いタイプと見た。
Don't make fun of her.
そうなのか、ジョッシュ。
うるさいな。バイトなんて単位は最近見ないから確認しただけよ。
By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits, not 4. What the fuck? Why did I say 4? 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits. God, I can't do this fucking bit. The meme's been dead for months.
まあ電子メールは本文テキストだけじゃないけどさ、送信先と送信元のメルアドとかヘッダとかもろもろ込みだともっと増えるけど、目安として12バイト分の文字数なら3回分は転送できるってことじゃね。あ、ちなみに件名は入れると入れないとでどう変わるかわかんねえ。
確かに唐揚げやバナナをデジタルデータに換算したところで12バイト程度のサイズになるとは思えんな。
That's true. How do you measure a banana in bytes anyway?
塩は一つ一つが
I mean, you just count them. Take a bite of banana, that's 1 byte. Take another bite, that's 2 bytes. That's a dumb fucking joke. That's a dad joke.
質量が大きいと超重力に押しつぶされるっていうこと？
質量ではないかもしれん。データには重さはない。
that is
いずれ
true.
にせよ得意点を裸にできていない時点でイベントホライゾンを通過せざるを得なくなる。そのイベントホライゾン内では空間と時間の入れ替わりの影響でリング上得意点に到達した被験者は超高速に達しているから
I'm surprised the game didn't make that joke with my Yuri!
超重力により押しつぶされて破壊されたデータがブラックホールから吐き出されてしまう。
ゼリーマンの出来上がりだ。
でも質量が小さければ通り抜けられるとも思えない。どっちにしろ超重力の中を抜けないといけないのよ。
穴がきついのならば注入する電子を増やせばいい。
そんな簡単な問題とは思えない。セルンだってその方法は試したはず。なのに実験開始から9年経っても解決できていない。単純に電子の量を増やせばいいってわけでもないのよ。
I'm getting messages. Why are people messaging me? Oh, I forgot to text people before I started streaming. Yeah, that's my fault then. Oh well.
そもそもセルンではリフターがあるけど電話レンジの場合そのリフターに代替するものが何なのかすら分かってない。これじゃ情勢以前の問題。
Yeah. She has a point.
リフターに変わるものが何なのかそれは不明だが少なくともその代替物の効果によりリング得意点に36バイトプラスアルファまでは通り抜け可能な道が作られているのは確かだ。
よくわかんないよ。
Mayuri, finished with her chicken, looks at us in confusion.
リング上得意点の入り口である内側のイベントホライゾンを魔王城の門に例えればいい。
魔王城？
Hundreds of soldiers attack the heavily fortified Demon Lord's castle gates. The soldiers can only use the magic called Lifter to force the castle gate open, but they can only keep it open for a moment before it closes. During that moment, only 12 soldiers can break through. The soldiers can only use Lifter magic 3 times. The 36 soldiers who make it through the gate return triumphantly as the heroes who slew the Demon Lord. But the soldiers who were left behind are imprisoned by the Demon Lord's minions. They're taken to the castle's prison cells and turned into slimes. The heroes save them after defeating the Demon Lord, but unfortunately they go home as slimes.
スライムになって帰ってきた騎士さんたちがゼリーマンなんだね。
だが例外もある。
The soldiers can combine into a super soldier with the strength and size of 100 ordinary soldiers. The super soldier has the power to defeat the Demon Lord alone, but since his body is too big, he can't pass through the gate even when it's opened by a lifter. And so, deprived of his magic's effectiveness, the weakened super soldier is seized by the Demon Lord's underlings and sent home in defeat as a giant slime.
なんだその無茶な設定。
図体が大きすぎてはダメだという例えだ。
なるほど。すごくわかりやすかったよ。
And that is actually like a really good sign of, you know, Okabe's actual intelligence, because being able to take a complex, like, issue and explain it in simple terms for even a newcomer to understand, that does take a good amount of intelligence to do.
そう。
オカリンの例えはともかく、これでゼリーマンの件は解明できたんじゃね？
すべてマユリのヒントのおかげだな。
マユシーは役に立ったかな？
ああ、
Of course you
いい
are!
ひらめきだったぞ、マユリ。
Yeah, it definitely is.
でもまだ仮説よ。それが証明されたわけじゃない。
証明ってどうやんの？セルンと同じように人体実験するん？
岡部と橋田さんが被験者として志願してくれるなら喜んで実験してあげるけど。
No.
なんか響きがやばいよね。性的な意味で。
No.
だが断る。僕はされる方よりせっかくだからする方を選びたい。
右に同じ。いや、性的な意味でという部分は同意しないが。
バカども。
Kurisu gives us a cold stare and shrugs her shoulders in
何
exasperation.
度も言うけど、問題はあの電話レンジのどこにリフターに代替する機能があるのかっていうこと。
それで
Yeah,
もう
that
一
is a
つ
problem.
なぜ時間帯によって放電現象やゼリーマン化が起きたり起きなかったりするのかだ。
わからないことはあるけど、D メールのやり方についてはもう完璧ってことで、ファイナルアンサー？
Is that an anime reference? Abbreviated as quiz show. Oh yeah, okay. Who wants to be a millionaire? I get it. I thought that at first, but then I'm like, did that air in Japan? I guess it makes sense. There are a lot of Japanese game shows, so it would make sense that they would take some like really popular ones from overseas and sort of like make their own versions, kind of like how the US will do the same with like other countries' game shows. I just didn't know that was a thing.
過去にメールを送れるってすごいことだよね。
人が直接過去へ飛べるわけじゃないから、タイムマシンって感じはしないけどな。
I'll admit, all I know of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is that I had a DVD of, I think it was Lion King 1.5, and it had a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on it that was like all themed around the Lion King. And I was like 8 when I played it, so like I was unable to beat it no matter how many times I tried. My mom beat it for me though, so I got to see the ending of it.
それをやろうとしてセルンほどの研究機関が失敗し続けている。タイターの予言によると完成まであと24年かかるんだっけ？
I answer Kurisu's sarcastic question with a nod.
確かに今の俺たちでは物理的なタイムマシンは無理かもしれんな。セルンに比べて金も施設も足りない。しかし俺たちはそれでもタイムトラベルを実現させた。データを過去へと送ったのだ。
この電話レンジはもっとちゃんと検証するべきね。何が起きてるのか把握しないと。
D メールをもっといろいろ面白いことに使いたいよな。
気持ちはわかるが今日は無理だ。もしまたビルを揺らしたら、ミスター・ブラウンから最後通告を出されるだろう。
Yeah, he's gonna run up here and he's gonna break all of our kneecaps. Don't do that. He'll raise the rent or kick us out of the lab. Or he'll break our kneecaps.
詳細な検証は明日以降に行う。だが、これだけは宣言させてくれ。
I step onto the couch and look at each lab mem in turn.
靴脱がなきゃ汚れちゃうよ。
本日、今日って何日？
2nd of August. There you go.
2010年8月2日は人類史にとって永遠に記憶に残る日となるであろう。なぜなら今日この日、我ら未来ガジェット研究所は人類史上初のタイムマシン開発に成功したからである。
人類史上初じゃなくね？セルに先越されてたし。
That's true.
そもそも開発したとは言えない。偶然使えるようになっただけ。
助手はセレンディピティという言葉を知らないらしいな。ペニシリンに X 線にダイナマイト、その他多くの偉大な発明は偶然から生まれたのだぞ。
That is true. Dynamite, a nitroglycerin-based explosive invented by Alfred Nobel in 1866. X-ray, a type of electromagnetic wave discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen in 1895, famous for its applications in medicine. Yeah, X-rays have been kind of used all over the place in medicine. like, for a while before people knew what X-rays actually did. I feel like it was, like, there were some groups that were trying to market it as, like, a cure-all. No, it gives you cancer if you have too much of it. And penicillin is the one I know the most about. The world's first antibiotic, discovered in 1929. What, you're not gonna, like, credit the guy who discovered it? Who discovered penicillin? Alexander Fleming. Scottish physician-scientist who was responsible for discovering penicillin. And wasn't it like a mold that grew? I'm gonna read about it. Just a second. Era of antibiotics, and has been recognized as one of the greatest advances in therapeutic medicine, discovery of penicillin. But due to World War II, the United States played a major role in developing large-scale production of the drug, thus making life-saving. Okay. Discovery. Heralded as the dawn of the antibiotic age. There was no effective treatments for pneumonia, gonorrhea, rheumatic fever, etc. Hospitals were full of people with food poisoning, blood poisoning contracted from a cut or a scratch, and doctors could do little for them but wait and hope. Antibiotics are compounds produced by bacteria and fungi which are capable of killing, inhibiting, or competing microbial species. This phenomenon has long been known and may explain why ancient Egyptians had the practice of applying a poultice of moldy bread to infected wounds. Did not know that. That's gross. Though I do know that bread poultices are still a thing. I had a really bad infected wound on my foot whenever I was a kid from a bike accident. And after a while, my mom used some kind of poultice with bread, and it actually cleaned it right out. Okay, let's see. Gonna sort through petri dishes. I knew about that. Containing colonies of Staphylococcus, a bacteria that causes boils, sore throats, and abscesses. He noticed something unusual in one dish. It was dotted with colonies saved from one area where a blob of mold was growing. The zone immediately around the mold, later identified as a rare strain of Penicillium notatum, was clear as if the mold was secreting something that inhibited bacterial growth. Interesting. All right, there we go. Yeah. I don't know if insulin was, let me see. How was, I know I said that I was going to, like, stop these, tangents and not Google stuff tonight, but listen, medical stuff is super cool. In 1889, found out that when the pancreas glands were removed from dogs, the animals developed symptoms of diabetes and died soon after. Led to the idea that the pancreas was the site where pancreatic substances such as insulin were produced. Later experiments narrowed this search to the islands of Langerhans, a fancy name for clusters of specialized cells in the pancreas. In 1910, Sir Edward Albert Sharpe Schaefer suggested that one chemical was missing from the pancreas in people with diabetes. He decided to name this chemical insulin, which comes from the Latin word insula, meaning island. In 1921, a young surgeon named Frederick Banting and his assistant Charles Best figured out how to remove insulin from a dog's pancreas. Skeptical colleagues said the stuff looked like thick brown muck, but little did they know that this would lead to a life of hope for millions, life and hope for millions of people with diabetes. With this murky concoction, Banting and Best kept another dog with severe diabetes alive for 70 days. The dog only died when there was no more extract. With this success, the researchers, along with the help of colleagues J.B. Cullip and John MacLeod, went a step further. The more refined and pure form of insulin was developed, this time from the pancreases of cattle. In January 1922, Leonard Thompson, a 14-year-old boy dying from diabetes in a Toronto hospital. It was in Toronto? That kicks ass! Alright, became the first person to receive an injection of insulin. Within 24 hours, Leonard's dangerously high blood glucose levels dropped to near normal levels. Fascinating stuff. Alright, let's move on.
それはそうだけど。
Oh, also, like, I only read, like, brief excerpts from articles. If y'all want to know more, I highly encourage that you all do your own research on this stuff, like, and don't just take, like, a single, like, article as, you know, the full truth. read a few different ones. I might do the same after I'm done. It's just like this was just a passing curiosity for me. Really does kick ass that the first person to ever be, like, have their life saved with insulin was in Toronto, though. I didn't know that. Hell yeah. You learn something new every day.
今のところは認めざるを得ないってだけ。原理を究明していけば、もしかしたらタイムマシンとは似ても似つかないまがいものかもしれない。
どいつもこいつも俺の堂々たる宣言に敬意すら払わんとは。人類史上初の、いや史上2番目かもしれないが、タイムマシン開発の栄誉、この俺が独り占めしても後で文句を言わないことだな。今日の第66回円卓会議は以上だ。
Execute Order 66.
今のって円卓会議だったん？知らんかった。しかも66回って。
How is it the 66th? You did the first one yesterday. Or today.
選択だろうがなんだろうが、どうでもいいわ。
Kurisu gets up from her chair and stretches.
帰ってシャワー浴びて寝る。
マユシーはもうすぐバイトなのです。
I'm incredibly tired too. Let's just sleep today. When I lie down, I find myself unable to sleep, though part of me is still frightened from the dark secrets we've uncovered. The curiosity and excitement are too much to bear. We've built a machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out to infinity, driving the last vestiges of fear from my mind. Alright, I think that's not where I wanted to go. I think that this is a good spot to end it. I don't know if Rintaro was done his little monologue there. We can figure it out tomorrow. And I know I saved. No, I'm gonna double check. God, you always save twice, that way you know for sure. Right, let's go to the talking screen. So, that was very interesting. To sum up what we've learned. So we figured out what the issue with the phone wave was. We learned more about what SERN is doing. We learned Amane might be from a bad future. And I mean, really, most of it was just talking about the phone wave. But that's okay, I'm glad that we're getting all this info on it. So, I mean, I don't have some big-ass outro spiel to say this time. So I'm just gonna say, hope all of you have a good night. Sleep well. I'm probably gonna go and do some writing, to be honest. Part of the reason why I'm ending my stream, to be honest. I've been having a lot of good ideas for writing lately, so I really want to make use of them while I have the inspiration. But it's hard to fit it into my schedule because I'm doing Foundation Apprentice tasks until I get back to my job, and I'm trying to learn how to draw again, and I'm trying to keep up with streams, and I'm trying to keep up with writing, and I'm trying to keep up with chores. Somehow, despite not having work, I am still a very busy person. So, anyways, with that all out of the way, if this is your first time here, why not subscribe? Hit the bell. It costs you $0, and it makes me happy. It makes the little number go up, and if it hits 100, I have to sing karaoke. God only knows how that's gonna go. Also, follow my Twitter. You see the @ on screen. It's right there. That will tell you, or at Twitter will tell you, whenever I go live, because I will post there. I also sometimes put up polls and have, like, I just make fun little posts. I'll also reblog stuff that my friends do. So, reblog, retweet, Jesus Christ. It's tired. I'm tired. It's late. I'm going to sleep. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.